27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 23, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Counting down.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shabbat Shalom again and Chag Sameach. We will be lighting our Hanukkah candles in just a moment, but let us get into the mood of Shabbat and Hanukkah with a little nigun, a melody without words. Please join us. If you have brought a Chanukiah, a Hanukkah menorah, over on the side, they are all beautifully displayed. We light Hanukkah candles before we do Shabbat because once we light Shabbat candles, we can no longer do any manner of work. So if you would like to go over to the side table and light your Chanukiah, please join me. And the Deland family will be lighting our large menorah, our large Chanukiah. We do the brachot, the blessings for our Hanukkah menorah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik neh Shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim hahem B'azman hazeh.
Take a picture of the table like this. How beautiful it is to light our sanctuary with the warmth and light of the holiday. And now we proceed with the candle blessing to welcome Shabbat. On page 120, we'd like to call upon Lila, who's lighting the candles? Lila and Sue. And if it is your custom and you are able to rise, please do so and join us for the candle blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. You may be seated. Just as we have welcomed Shabbat into our midst, we welcome all of you, those who are visiting for the first time, those who are returning, especially our alumni, Michael. Michael grew up in our religious school just a few years ago, and he returns with his parents and his child, the next generation, a link in the heritage from generation to generation. And are there any other alumni here tonight? Well, Melissa, you're an alum. You grew up Galit. Yes. Isn't it wonderful when we can come and bring our families and join together? Our service continues on page 129. Shabbat is our beloved day of the week, just as a bride is to a groom. So Dodi Lee, page 129.
Dodi li v'ani lo haroeh v'shoshani. Dodi li mizot olah min hamidbar, mizot olah min hamidbar. Dodi li v'ani lo haroeh v'shoshani. Dodi li mekoteret mo levana, mekoteret mo levana. Dodi li v'ani lo haroeh v'shoshani. Dodi li.
Page 130, Lechu Neranana. Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings.
Lechu neranana l'Adonai, nari al tzur ishenu, lekadma fanav betoda bizmirot, nari alo lekadma fanav betoda bizmirot, nari alo.
time we enter the sanctuary and we enter into prayer, it's different than it was the time before. And so Psalm 96 invites us to sing a new song to God with all that we have. Shir Ladonai, page 131.
Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo, basru miyom leyom, Yeshuato, sapru v'goyim, kevodo, bechol ha'amim, nifnotav, ki gadol Adonai, u'me'olam me'od, nora'u, al kol Elohim, yainai, ki koel he'amim, elilim, v'Adonai shamayim asa, od ve'hadar, lefanav, oz ve'tiferet, ve'mikdasho, ailai, 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 yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, yiram hayam, u'melon, yalo sadai, v'chol asher bo, ailai, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Zamru Ladonai Bechinor, sing praise to God with the lyre, with all kinds of instruments, with all that we have. Zamru Ladonai, page 134.
Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, hariyu לפני המלך אדוני, ירום היום עולו, תבל ויושביה, עידי נהרות, עמך וכף, כף יחד, הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני כבר, ישפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים במישרים. ירום היום עולו, תבל ויושביה, עידי נהרות, עמך וכף, כף יחד, הרים ירננו, כף יחד, הרים ירננו.
Lecha Adonai, Lecha Dodi, a song composed by Shlomo Halevi Alkabetz in the city of Sfat, a very mystical place that brings in Shabbat as if she were a bride. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, 6, and 9, and we will rise and face the door when we get to verse 9 as if welcoming the bride of Shabbat.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו בניך, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נשואה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך ניגע, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשוחחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה יראת לה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
While we are standing, let's take just a moment to greet each other. Shabbat Shalom. If there's somebody you don't know, please introduce yourself to them. Let's return to our seats and continue with our service.
So, it is the 6th night of Hanukkah, and on certain festivals and holidays, we have a little special service insert called Hallel. And I would love to do a full Hallel for you all tonight. However, my usual compatriot is not here to help me.
He's
so
in Israel.
We're going to do a little compromise. And if you join me on page, it's in the morning service, so give me one moment. If you find it before me, what I'm looking for is Psalm 150. Whoever wins it gets a treat. I haven't
about
figured out what that
218?
treat is. 218, is that something? Let's try 218. That sounds promising.
18's a good number.
Hallelujah. So 218 for hallelujah. Because what Hallel does is it allows us to give a little extra thanks when we're feeling the most festive. So please join me. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol anshama te'alelya, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol anshama te'alelya, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol anshama te'alelya, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol anshama te'alelya, hallelujah, hallelujah.
We separate Kabbalat Shabbat, the introductory prayers for Shabbat, with our evening service by doing Chatzi Kaddish on page 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיית כל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל. שמי קודשו בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירם לעמל ואמרו אמן.
We rise for the Baruch Hu, page 146.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד.
join together in the English in the middle of page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. We take a moment to close our eyes and to think about the passage of time, how love comes into our life. And once it is there, we pray that it stays forever, even if its physical form is no longer with us. Even if the physical form is not there, we know that God's love reigns forever. And so we breathe in that love, and we hold on to that as we utter the words of the Shema, proclaiming God as one.
Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
We continue with Ve'ahavta, page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם נאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
אמת ואמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. We continue on page 156, 57 to ourselves. משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירה ושמחה רבה ואמרו כולם. Michamocha, our prayer for redemption, is one that takes on, it's like a chameleon, it takes on the flavor of certain holidays. And so if I were to sing, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, what holiday would that be? Passover. Who said that? Zachary. There's a reason you got your degree in religion. Yes. How about Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai? High holidays. Very good. And we're going to do Mi chamocha tonight for Hanukkah, our song of redemption.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, naroti lot
Appropriate this song is for Hanukkah, as the first letters of the first four words, the Mem, the Kaf, the Bet, and the Yud, spell out the word Maccabee. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen.
Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. We continue with Hashkivenu, our evening prayer, asking God to protect us throughout the night, so that we may be awakened in the morning with renewed life and strength. Page 160.
Ushmot tzitenu uvohenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata Sukkot Shalom Lecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Haporei Sukkot Shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, Akol amo Yerushalayim. Amen. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורות המריתות
continue with the Tefillah, the Amidah, page 164. Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yargi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Before we conclude the Amidah with Oseh Shalom, I invite you to turn to page 556 for a special insert that we read on Hanukkah. Please join me in the English. We thank you for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and saving acts brought about by you, and for the wars which you waged for our ancestors in the days of old at this season. In the days of the Hasmoneans, Mattathias ben Yohanan, the high priest, and his children, when the evil government of Greece rose up against your people Israel, to make them forget your Torah, and to make them leave the laws of your will. In your great mercy, you rose up with them in their time of trouble, and fought in their fight. Judged their cause just. You delivered the mighty into the hands of the weak, the many into the hands of the few, the unclean into the hands of the pure, the evil into the hands of the righteous, and the arrogant into the hands of those who engage in your Torah. For you made a great and holy name in your world, and for your people Israel, you brought about the great triumph and redemption on that very day. And when your children came to the Holy of Holies, and emptied your temple, and purified your holy place, and lit candles in your holy courts, and established these 8 days of Hanukkah, grateful to acknowledge and to praise your great name. Oseh Shalom, page 180.
Oseh Shalom bimramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel,
add to our prayers a prayer of healing, those in need of healing of body and of spirit. If there's somebody whose name you would like to mention to bring into our midst, we'll go around the room and you can add their names. For those whose names were mentioned and those whose names we hold in our hearts, we add the prayer of the Misha Berach on page 371. Sophia Lind.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha
The source of strength,
who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say,
Mekor HaBracha L'Avoteinu.
bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We wish them a speedy and complete recovery. Refuah Shlema. So, my helpers, my little Hanukkah elves, are going to be distributing a little sheet of paper that's got the words for a song that we'll be singing later on. Shabbat Shalom again. So some of you, I look around and I see are music aficionados, so this one's for you. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, from the mountains of faith to the rivers so deep. I must be looking for something sacred I lost, but the river is wide and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and I stand on the shore. I try to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find out what I've been looking for. These words could have been easily written by the star of this week's Torah portion, Joseph, who had multiple talents, one of which was interpreting dreams. However, it just so happens that these lyrics were written by a more modern dreamer. Anybody know who? No, Jesse? John? Mark? No, not Bob Dylan. It's Billy Joel. Yeah. Billy Joel admits that many of his songs come to him in the form of dreams. And if you Google songs about dreams, there is a long list of about 75 songs, and I'm sure there are a lot more. For instance, If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley, Dream a Little Dream of Me by the Mamas and Papas, California Dreamin', also by the Mamas and Papas. Number 9, Dream by John Lennon, very good. Daydream Believer. The Monkees, very good.
Dream
You're
On.
Too young.
Dream On
yes.
by Aerosmith.
You Make My Dreams Come True by Hall & Oates. Or the ever favorite, All I Have to Do Is Dream by the
Everly
Brothers. In previous Torah readings, we learned of dreams that Joseph had about his stature among his brothers. Informing the siblings that one sheaf would rise and stand upright, while other sheaves would gather around and bow down to the lone sheaf, the brothers were, in effect, told that Joseph would reign over his brothers. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. "Listen," he said, "I had another dream. This time, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars were bowing down to me." You can imagine how that was received. When he told his father as well as his brothers, even his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down on the ground to you?" We learn of more dreams. Joseph has been put into prison, where he meets the Pharaoh's butler and baker. The cupbearer relates his dream. "Behold, vine was before me, and the vine had 3 branches. It was as though it budded, its blossoms shot forth, and its clusters brought forth ripe grapes. Then Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and placed the cup in Pharaoh's hand." Joseph's interpretation foresees a good future. The 3 branches are 3 days. Now within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your place, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand according to the former manner when you were his cupbearer. But remember me when it is well with you, and please show kindness to me. Make mention of me to Pharaoh, and get me out of this house. For indeed I was stolen away from the land of the Hebrews, and also I have done nothing here that they should put me into the dungeon." When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was good, he said to Joseph, "I also dreamt, and there were 3 white baskets on my head. In the uppermost basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, and the birds ate them out of the basket on my head." So Joseph answered and said, "This is the interpretation of it. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and hang you on a tree, and the birds will eat your flesh from you." Not quite so favorable. The baker's dream foretold his fate, just as the butler's had done. And so Joseph's talents as a dreamer added to his resume. In this week's Torah portion, Miketz, the curtain opens 2 years later as Pharaoh has a troubling dream about 7 skinny cows who had been on Weight Watchers, rising out of the Nile, devouring 7 other beautiful cows grazing by the river. And there's a second dream where 7 thin and scorched ears of grain, also having been on Weight Watchers, well, they were on Jenny Craig, they swallow up 7 other solid and healthy ears. Pharaoh relates his dreams to all the magicians in Egypt, but none can interpret the dreams. It is then that the cupbearer remembers Joseph, and Joseph is brought to correctly interpret the dreams about 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of famine. As we see later in the Parsha, it is precisely the famine that brings Joseph, his father, and brothers back together for a teary reunion and reconciliation. There's a commercial that starts off, "At their very core, dreams are what define you, empower you, and make you happy." It closes by reminding us that our dreams are the most valuable thing we will ever own, and we need to protect them. It's true, but to tap into the power of our dreams, let's really step into why it's worth it. Dreams breathe life into everything we do. You can use your dreams to inspire yourself, to shape your life, and to do what makes you come alive. In his book, Your Roadmap to Success, John Maxwell shares what he's learned about the power of dreams to shape your goals, to shape your work, and to shape your life. You don't just think a dream, you feel it in your bones and in your heart. Our dreams act as a compass and help us choose a path among our many options. Dreams shape our choices that shape our way forward. Dreams help us realize our potential and to tap into our greatest resources within us and around us. Dreams help us weight our choices and make trade-offs based on what we truly value and what really matters to us. The same job takes on new meaning when we add emotion and add vision to bring our dreams to life. We create our future by chasing our dreams, and it's what we become in the pursuit of our dreams that makes the journey worth it. Don't let your dreams sit on a shelf. Live them, breathe them, be that change you always wanted. As we light each candle of the Chanukiah, we have an opportunity to look into the light and see the dancing of the flames, creating an image or dream of what can be. Each night we increase the number of flames that add to our joy and to our rededication. In 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of a dream. He said, "I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of God shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together." May this Hanukkah represent the beginning of a time when we work together, respecting our various differences, seeking peace for ourselves, our communities, our country, and the world. A song came to mind as I was preparing this Devar Torah. It was written about 40 or 50 years ago, and yet it talks about the pursuit of peace. So tonight, I'd like for you to join us as we sing it together. You should have a piece of paper. It is called "Last Night I Had the Strangest Dream." Please join us.
Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war. I dreamed I saw a mighty room. The room was filled with men, and the papers they were signing said they'd never fight again. And when the papers were all signed and 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and bowed their heads, and grateful prayers were made. When I awoke, 'twas but a dream, and peace a dirty word. I tried to tell them of my dream, but not a word they heard. And then I got me fighting mad, and I knew just what I'd do. I'd fight non-violently for peace until my dream came true. Last night I had the strangest dream I ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war.
Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
We continue with the Aleinu, page 586. Please rise.
Shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedola leotze breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratot, velo samanu kemishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoronenu kechol hamonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום
You may be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. If you are in the first 7 days of mourning, please rise. If you are in the first 30 days of mourning, please rise. If you are in the first year of mourning, please rise and share the names of your loved ones. Oscar Lawson, Marie Van Ralt. If you're observing a yahrzeit this week, please rise. If it is your hi, Michael. If you would like to rise and support our mourners, you may do so. The Kaddish is found on page 598. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman karib v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam u'lamei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudusha brichu Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlomo rabba min shmaya, v'chayim tovim alinu v'kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say amen. You may be seated. So Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. We will be joining for dinner in just a few minutes, so I hope you're good and hungry because it's going to be smelling like latkes when we open the doors. Zachary's been cooking for days. Right? Exactly. So, and actually, Zachary is a very important name for the story of Hanukkah because the Haftarah for Hanukkah comes from the book of Zechariah, right? Sure. Yes, so you can read that tomorrow morning. You look like oil. Have you been? You did. I said we'll be joining you for dinner in just a minute. Great. And so we're going to, are there any other announcements? There's no Havaya tomorrow, and school will resume after New Year's. Other than that,
Tomorrow I'm leading the Shacharit service with Michael. So, I mean, come and support us.
right, I won't be here, so it's Gabby and Michael. And
It'll be great.
yes. There's a luncheon. Yes, next Friday. Next Friday we're having a family chili Shabbat because it's cold outside. But here chili is spelled with a C-H-I-L-I. Oh, we're going to be eating chili.
It's a pie.
Services are at 6 o'clock with chili at 7. And you can take a look in the Shabbat brochure that it's out there if you didn't pick one up, and take a look. There's a wonderful lunch and learn coming up on January 11th. It will be in the tidbits, so take a look at your emails when you get them. Zachary spends hours every week putting together all of our emails, and so Professor Paul Liptz will be talking about the Israel Defense Forces and its impact on society. So take a look at that, and please join us for an enlightening Shabbat lunch. Okay, we ready for Shalom Aleichem? Yeah, let's do it.
Please, my Kiddush helpers, please pass out the
Kiddush time.
the Kiddush juice and wines. Thank you. Everybody rise and let's join in Shalom Aleichem together, huh? Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barchoni L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then maybe I get one. Oh, thank you. Oh.
Don't drink it all.
Try and stop me.
Woohoo! Special Hanukkah Kiddush.
Okay, there we go. Right.
Took extra strength for that one. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat mi הנחלתנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
And before we enjoy our festive Hanukkah dinner, let us all say Hamotzi together.
Please come. Please come join me.
I was going to do this salt for you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Please come join me so you can get challah.
All the kids,
Come
on
on.
over. Sammy, Josh.
The longer
There
it
you
takes for everybody to
go.
get here, the more
Woohoo.
salt there's going to be. All right, ready? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our Hamotzi prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. All right, go ahead.
The Te'avon, please join us in the social hall.